The year 1947 marked a pivotal moment in India's long and arduous journey. After centuries of colonial rule, India finally achieved its hard-fought independence on 15th August. This joyous occasion, however, was overshadowed by a tragedy of immense proportions, the partition of India. The euphoria of freedom was intermingled with the heart-wrenching pain of division as the Indian subcontinent was partitioned into two independent nations, India and Pakistan. The seeds of independence were sown in the late 19th century, nurtured by the sacrifices of countless freedom fighters who dared to dream of a free India. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Maulana Azad emerged, guiding the nation through non-violent resistance and unwavering determination. The Indian National Congress under Gandhi's leadership spearheaded the movement, uniting people from all walks of life under the banner of freedom. From the mass civil disobedience movements to the Quit India movement, India witnessed an unprecedented wave of national consciousness. The British Empire, weakened by World War II, finally yielded to the demands of the Indian people. However, the road to freedom came at a heavy cost. The joy of independence was marred by the horrors of communal riots, mass displacement, and unspeakable violence. As the sun set on the British Empire, a new era dawned upon India. It was a dawn of hope, of aspirations, and of immense challenges. The task ahead was daunting: to heal the wounds of partition, rebuild a nation from the ashes, and forge a new destiny for its people. With resilience and determination, India embarked on a journey to draft its own constitution, laying the foundation for a democratic republic. The participation of women in the freedom struggle and the early years of independence highlighted the inclusive spirit of the new nation. The first general elections in 1951 to 52 marked a significant milestone as millions of Indians exercised their right to vote, shaping the future of their country. The partition of India was a cataclysmic event that left an indelible scar on the subcontinent. It was a hasty and ill-conceived plan driven by political expediency rather than the welfare of the people. The Radcliffe Line, hastily drawn by a British lawyer with little understanding of the region's intricate social fabric, divided Punjab and Bengal, provinces with mixed populations of Hindus, Muslims and Sikhs. The partition triggered one of the largest mass migrations in human history. Millions of people, gripped by fear and insecurity, were forced to flee their homes. Hindus and Sikhs in Pakistan and Muslims in India found themselves on the wrong side of the newly created borders. What followed was a humanitarian crisis of unprecedented scale. The partition unleashed a wave of violence and brutality. Communal riots erupted across the country, claiming the lives of hundreds of thousands of innocent people. Neighbors turned against neighbors, friends became foes, and the very fabric of society was torn apart. The horrors of partition continue to haunt the memories of those who witnessed it, a stark reminder of the human cost of division and hatred. The partition had long-lasting consequences for India and Pakistan. It sowed the seeds of mistrust and animosity between the two newly formed nations, leading to decades of conflict and instability. The Kashmir issue, a direct outcome of partition, continues to be a major bone of contention between India and Pakistan, casting a long shadow over the subcontinent's peace and security. Despite the passage of time, the wounds of partition have yet to fully heal. The pain, the loss, and the sense of betrayal continue to linger, serving as a grim reminder of the human cost of division and the urgent need for peace and reconciliation. Efforts for peace and reconciliation have been made over the years, but the road to healing is long and fraught with challenges. Cultural exchanges and people-to-people contacts offer a glimmer of hope, showing that despite the divisions, the shared heritage and humanity can pave the way for a better future. In the aftermath of partition, India faced the daunting task of rebuilding itself from the ashes. It was a time for healing, reconciliation, and nation-building. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, emerged as the architect of modern India, laying the foundations for a secular, democratic, and progressive nation. Nehru's vision was deeply rooted in the principles of democracy, socialism, and non-alignment. He believed in a strong and united India that would play a leading role in the international arena. He embarked on an ambitious program of industrialization, focusing on heavy industries and infrastructure development. The establishment of public sector enterprises like steel plants, power grids and transportation networks laid the groundwork for India's economic growth. Recognizing the importance of education, Nehru established several institutions of higher learning, including the Indian Institutes of Technology, IITs, and the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS. These institutions would go on to become centers of excellence, nurturing generations of scientists, engineers, doctors, and scholars. Nehru was a staunch advocate of secularism and minority rights. He firmly believed in a pluralistic and inclusive India where people of all faiths and backgrounds could live together in harmony. The adoption of the Indian Constitution in 1950, with its emphasis on equality, justice and fundamental rights, was a testament to Nehru's commitment to building a just and equitable society. Nehru's legacy continues to shape India, inspiring future generations to strive for a better and more inclusive nation. Indira Gandhi, Nehru's daughter, emerged as a formidable leader in her own right. She served as Prime Minister of India from 1966 to 1977, and then again from 1980 until her assassination in 1984. Indira Gandhi was a complex and controversial figure, often labelled as the Iron Lady of Indian politics. Her tenure was marked by both significant achievements and grave missteps. Indira Gandhi's early years in office were marked by decisive leadership and bold initiatives. She nationalized banks, abolished privy purses, and implemented land reforms, aiming to reduce economic disparities and empower the poor. Her decisive handling of the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971, which led to the creation of Bangladesh, cemented her image as a strong and resolute leader. However, Indira Gandhi's later years were marred by authoritarian tendencies. Faced with growing dissent and political challenges, she imposed a state of emergency in 1975, suspending civil liberties and curtailing press freedom. The emergency remains a dark chapter in India's democratic history, a stark reminder of the fragility of democratic institutions. Despite the controversies, Indira Gandhi left an indelible mark on Indian politics. She was a charismatic leader with a deep connect with the masses. Her legacy continues to be debated, but her impact on India's political landscape is undeniable. Indira Gandhi's influence extended beyond India, shaping global perceptions of the nation. Her political legacy also influenced her family, with her son Rajiv Gandhi later becoming Prime Minister. Indira Gandhi's economic policies were aimed at self-reliance and reducing poverty. She promoted the Green Revolution, which transformed India's agricultural sector. The Green Revolution led to increased agricultural productivity, making India self-sufficient in food grains and reducing dependence on imports. On the international front, Indira Gandhi maintained strong relations with both the Soviet Union and the United States, navigating the complexities of the Cold War era. Her diplomatic efforts ensured India's strategic autonomy and bolstered its position on the global stage. Indira Gandhi's speeches at international forums, including the United Nations, highlighted India's stance on global issues and showcased her as a powerful voice for developing nations. Her legacy in international relations remains a testament to her vision and leadership on the world stage. Indira Gandhi also championed India's space program, supporting ISRO and its ambitious projects. She played a crucial role in advancing India's nuclear capabilities, overseeing the first successful nuclear test in 1974. Indira Gandhi was also a patron of the arts, promoting India's rich cultural heritage on the global stage. She was ahead of her time in recognizing the importance of environmental conservation, initiating several key policies to protect India's natural resources. Indira Gandhi's efforts to empower women and promote gender equality were significant, paving the way for future generations of women leaders in India. Her ability to inspire the youth of the nation remains one of her enduring legacies, as she encouraged young Indians to actively participate in the country's development. Narendra Modi, the 14th Prime Minister of India, has been a transformative figure in Indian politics. His tenure has seen significant economic reforms, a focus on digital India, and a strong stance on national security. From the ambitious Make in India initiative to the controversial demonetization policy, Modi's leadership has been marked by bold decisions and a vision for a modern India. Modi's rise to power was nothing short of remarkable. Born in a small town in Gujarat, he worked his way up from humble beginnings, serving as the Chief Minister of Gujarat before becoming the Prime Minister in 2014. His journey is often cited as a testament to India's democratic spirit, where anyone, regardless of their background, can aspire to the highest office in the land. Under Modi's leadership, the Make in India initiative aimed to turn India into a global manufacturing hub, encouraging both domestic and foreign companies to invest in manufacturing within the country. This initiative has seen mixed success, but it underscored Modi's commitment to economic growth and job creation. The Digital India campaign has been another cornerstone of Modi's tenure, seeking to bridge the digital divide and bring internet connectivity to every corner of the nation. From digital payments to e-governance, the initiative has revolutionized the way Indians interact with technology and the government. Modi's government also implemented the controversial demonetization policy in 2016, aimed at curbing black money and counterfeit currency. The sudden withdrawal of high-denomination banknotes led to widespread disruption and debate, with critics questioning its efficacy and impact on the economy. On the international stage, Modi has worked to strengthen India's relationships with key global players. His foreign policy initiatives have included fostering closer ties with the United States, deepening engagements with neighboring countries, and promoting India's interests in multilateral forums. Modi's charismatic oratory and decisive actions have garnered both praise and criticism. His supporters view him as a dynamic leader with a vision for a prosperous and self-reliant India, while his detractors often criticize his policies for being divisive and authoritarian. Despite the controversies, Modi's impact on Indian politics and society is undeniable. His tenure has brought significant changes to the country's economic landscape, technological advancement, and global standing. As India continues to evolve under his leadership, the legacy of Narendra Modi will be a topic of discussion for years to come. Narendra Modi's vision for a new India encompasses a nation that is economically vibrant, technologically advanced, and globally influential. His leadership represents a new era in Indian politics, one that seeks to navigate the complexities of the modern world while staying rooted in India's rich cultural heritage.